Hey Cynthia, I'm getting it ready just about now. Alright, we're going to be doing this from my RGH 360 as that's where all of my backed up games are, as well as all the games I've ever gotten through the Xbox Live Marketplace, including some bonus stuff. I've had a lot of great memories with the Xbox 360. My first title, which is where I created my first ever Xbox Live account, which, as you guys know, is Banshee the Kill App before it was Banshee TK, was Halo 3. And I had a lot of really good memories with Halo 3, from the map packs, Forge mode, some of the custom games, a lot of stuff that I played, and some people I met through Xbox Live were really cool back in the day when I first started on 3. I remember trying to unlock Recon armor so many times before they made it available to the public through the Road to Recon achievement set list when it was still Bungie.net under control of all that. I just remember having so many positive experiences with Halo 3 multiplayer back in the day. I used to pull so many all-nighters with this game, from playing zombies on Halloween, uh, getting into custom game lobbies with all the various maps that people in my friends list made, as well as just a general feel. Like, it was a blast to say, like, especially when Bungie offered you the option to download maps through their site and it would queue into your file share. Like, if you linked your Bungie.net account to your Xbox 360 and your live profile, you could download all the maps and game types you wanted within the 10 limit queue, and you could just really check out some of the cool maps and make really cool game types with it. And I swear a lot of my Halo 3 career back then was spent on Halo 3 with the custom games, because I had over 2K matches in it. I had a lot more custom games than I did match-made games, along with campaign runs with people. I remember I created as well in 2005 gamertag Cynthia 0614, launch day of Xbox 360, the same until 2015. Did you have any positive experiences with Halo 3, Cynthia? I remember back then, I used to do whatever it took to get the multiplayer map packs. Like, I used to do all sorts of chores and like make deals with my parents to get the Microsoft points when they were still offering Microsoft points as a system for currency back then. I remember I first got the heroic map pack, and then they made that free, and then the legendary map pack. And I remember making so many maps and just all the different game type modes and forge maps that people were making with those maps, and then the mythic map pack. I remember before we moved out of California, we had one summer left there, and I think that was the summer of 2008. I remember I pulled so many all-nighters, just staying up all night with friends online, playing Halo 3 online, and then playing custom games or trying to get through the Halo 3 campaign on Legendary, especially certain levels like Cortana at the time, because when I played Cortana a lot as a kid, trying to beat that level on Legendary was such a nightmare. I remember being able to just boot up a game, get in the lobby with friends, and just have so many good times playing on Foundry, and then later on when they fleshed out the sandbox concept with people on Sandbox. Yeah, I had some experience on Halo 3 before I paid some Microsoft points for DLCs on use of my credit card. Yeah, Cynthia, I remember back then I used to do whatever it took to get Microsoft points added to my account so I could play those new maps. It felt like you were getting left behind when you couldn't just buy them because you were pretty much bound by what your parents allowed you to. And I definitely remember some of the armor perms. I'm actually going to show this off. My friend Decimator, if he's watching, gave me the modded file to get the armor pieces that you couldn't get because the Halo 3 servers went down. And I did get recon armor. I couldn't access it anymore. Hey audio, this is me just going into detail of my own experiences. Because 3 of those Halos are different builds of the beta of Halo 3. Yes, thank you, Cynthia. I'll let y'all in on something here. My friend Decimator helped me get these through a modded executable file. I did have Recon unlocked when I did the Road to Recon stuff back then. I unfortunately can't show that currently because my main profile I can't get access to. I'm using a special profile for this. While we're at it, I'll probably never mod my 360 only because it's because of personal nostalgia reasons. Now I get that audio. I wouldn't want to do that either, especially if I had some good attachment time to it. And I remember when I started forging, my very first map ever when I started forging was on Last Resort because it was more open and it had a lot more options for like making really unique, expansive maps. I used to like put bridges over in this wheel area and then containers. You know that trick you could use where you could hover a teleporter or something up based on if you held it there long enough? I could show you actually. Give it 3 seconds. And then you could just put whatever you wanted on there. Yeah, see if do you remember in the past some people made little zombies maps where you would be way out there in the ocean and you could hang these containers up on the teleporters because you could float them that way. Something like this. If I can get it right, if I can remember how to use this tool. But yeah, you could do something like that just by floating it. Show this off real quick, the flaming head. Yeah, anyway, I remember doing all sorts of Forge maps, and every time they made a new map pack and they released it, I would take advantage of that to try and do even more stuff with Forge. But, that's enough of that on Halo 3. I think I've covered plenty as much as I can memory-wise. I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I remember like Halo 3 is one of those special games to me for the Xbox 360 because I remember all the good times I had as well as when I got on Xbox Live, and that was when I made my first ever gamer tag. And this was the first game I ever got 100% of the completion achievement wise and everything multiplayer wise up until they updated it with the mythic ones. And the only achievement I couldn't unlock in time was to save this film, which was getting the perfection medal on a mythic map. But I did 100% this game, and it was a great time doing it. All the secrets and Easter eggs and everything it had to offer. I really do miss that. And then I remember when we moved to Nevada, that's right around when Halo 3 ODST came out, and ODST was cool, and I liked the fact that it offered the Road to Recon. And before it was going to be ODST, it was called Halo 3 Recon. I don't know if you guys remember that at all. I definitely had a way bigger blast when Halo Reach came around, and I remember I definitely went Forge crazy after they released Forge World, and then I never really bought any of the map packs for Halo Reach because I was pretty content with what people could do with the updated Forge tools on Forge World, and you could just make your own things, and I was pretty content with that for the most part, and they didn't make it so you needed to have any of the map packs to get on with it if you wanted to matchmake or not. And then after that, I think I started getting more into the Call of Duty games for a bit, purely for the zombies mode from the Treyarch games. I definitely also did play a lot of Xbox Live Arcade games. Like I had a lot of fun with Miss Pac-Man, the regular Pac-Man games. I definitely have a lot more to show that's just on the other hard drive that I haven't brought it over here yet because I don't have storage space for it, but I believe Frogger was my first ever Xbox Live Arcade game because I used to play the Hasbro Interactive PC version of it a lot, and I wanted to play this one also. Feeding Frenzy was another one. My first COD game was Call of Duty 3, but I didn't really get to play it that much because it was a rental at the time, and then I got Call of Duty 4. That was me and my grandfather played this one a bit on PC, and then I got it for my birthday. I believe it was 2008. I can't remember for sure though. Then I got into Call of Duty World at War for the zombies mode, and then the same thing with Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, and so on. I also did play, when Redbox was around, I used to play a lot of Redbox games, and I remember that one of them I really focused on trying to complete was Blur, and I did pretty well with that, but that was way back then, like 2011. And then we got what everyone referred to as the shit post Yaris game. And Yaris was actually pretty funny to have and pretty funny to play a few times. I also did play a whole lot of the Orange Box, which that was my real introduction into the Half-Life games after I finished Half-Life 2 on the original Xbox, and then I ended up using some birthday money, also 2008, I want to say. I I'm going based off of what I can remember back then of all the Xbox games I owned. I got this one when my dad was. Well, I'm not going to disclose that for personal reasons. Nothing bad, just work related, but I don't want to disclose it. But anyway, yeah, the orange box was when I got into Half-Life 2 and Portal. I played this before Blur Last Bizarre Creations game and the best version of Mario Kart, different mechanics. Yeah, I liked it too, Cynthia. I definitely wish I could have gotten that game back then, but it was a Redbox rental, and that summer vacation I had, I think it was 2010. A lot of my some of my Xbox games like were either Redbox rentals also, or they were definitely like borrowed from friends I met when I moved to Nevada. I still don't understand how I got PGR 4 on 360, but like I showed you guys a long time ago, I just was cleaning my house up and I found it in a Jet Set radio case. I don't know how that happened, but it is what it is. PGR 3 I had installed on this RGH because I wanted to try it after you guys were talking about it. And another thing I wanted to mention, I also have the unpatched 1.0 version of GTA 4 here, which I'm keeping it that way because it has all the soundtracks that were native to the retail release before they put out that update a while ago that pretty much removed a lot of licensed music, and I really wish they hadn't because some of those songs were really good. Especially because I used to leave Radio Broker and The Journey up whenever I was doing something. Like I would leave the on-screen radio, like if you pressed pause and then you would go into sound settings, you could let the radio stations play for as long as you wanted, and they would just loop with all the ads and all that. And I used to let that run in the background to just have something to listen to. I just thought it was a really cool experience there, and I really liked Grand Theft Auto's story in it. I swear I spent more time screwing around in GTA 4 than I did actually playing the main story. It took me like 3 years to actually beat it. Same with GTA 5. GTA 5 took me forever to finish too. Bioshock 1, 2, and Infinite I had a good time with too. Great single player games. While we're here, does anyone want to see me play a game? If you see anything you'd like to see me play, just let me know in chat. Like Halo or Blur or Yaris or whatever you want, and PGR 3 was my first game I played on Xbox 360 launch day with Perfect Dark Zero, Quake 4, and Xbox 360 version of Need for Speed Most Wanted in 2005. Yeah, I never played those myself back in the day, since I was pretty much a Halo kid growing up. You want to see some Blur, Cynthia? Okay. Audio, are you still watching too, or I'm just curious?
is a blur career. You've got 9 rivals to prove yourself against. As you compete in their events,
It's gonna take me a
you'll
bit
start
to get
earning
used to
lights
this
and
again
bans.
because it's been,
Earn lights by
I'm
placing
gonna say,
events,
since 2010 since I last played this game.
Lights unlock more events. Fans unlock cars. Each rival will also have a set of demands. You want to complete them all for a chance to take them on. Beat them in a one-on-one and add their car to your showroom. So you want to earn lights, gain fans, and take on rivals all the way to the top. This is it. Time to step up and enter the world of powered-up racing. This is powered-up racing, the core of the whole sport. The premise is simple. First to the finish line wins. Call on all your driving and power-up skills to battle your way to the front of the pack. Use power-ups tactically to gain an advantage. Even when you're out in front, the battle isn't over. You're gonna have to fight to stay there. Finish the race in the top 3 to earn lights. The better your finish position, the more lights you'll earn.
So my options are the Ford Focus RS, the Chevy Camaro, and the Land Rover Defender SVX. Okay, which one of these is good? I think I'm gonna try that Camaro out. Unless you have any of you have a different suggestion, I'm open to suggestions. Cynthia was already on that one. Thank you. Awesome. Nice. Two out of 3. I'll take it. First. Up second. We're gonna have to fix that. keep thinking that's pretty much like the speed boost right there. Worked out in my favor though. Gamer picture unlock. I remember unlocking gamer pictures. Those were pretty fun too. Yeah, this game is pretty fun. Wish I could have finished it when I was renting it from Redbox, but yeah, that would get expensive real quick.
Time to learn about power-ups. Drive through power-ups to pick them up. Trigger them with the fire button. Let's see what each power-up does. This is a shunt. Shunt targets the next car in the pack, even if it's out of sight. Here's a nitro. Nitro gives you a huge burst of speed. Use it to move up the pack. This is a mine. Drop mines to attack cars behind you. This is very useful when you're out in front. Let's take a look at Barge. Barge is a close-range attack that will shove cars out of your way. This is a Bolt. Bolt has 3 high-velocity rounds that fire straight ahead. You want to land all 3 shots for maximum impact. This is a Shield. Use Shield to protect yourself from power-up impacts and collisions. This is a Repair. Use Repair when your health is low and save yourself from wrecking. Here is a Shock. Shock launches.
Oh, I do know that Redbox is defunct now. I've been following that story for a while.
So those are the basics.
When my local grocery store got rid of the Redbox kiosk it had in it a couple of years ago, and then I stopped seeing them a lot as much, I knew the writing was on the wall that they were going out of business. But a lot of my Xbox 360 games, like I did get to play quite a few of them, this game included, through Redbox rentals. Did you ever rent any Xbox 360 games from Redbox, Cynthia? Redbox, I mean. So. I'll read that in just a sec, Cynthia. That dude's literally driving on the rim. On the wheel, rather, I mean, so. I'm gonna miss seeing those two achievement unlocked like that. so that sounds dangerous. I'm trying to catch up, but it doesn't seem like I can. Oh! Not missing the gate. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh. So I can get that nitro. Failed that time. I'll try again. Only I remember buying on GameStop or renting from Blockbuster, and I only rented before a couple of Blu-ray movies and Xbox 360 games on Redbox kiosks. Yeah, I didn't really buy a whole lot of games from GameStop on the Xbox 360 or rented from Blockbuster. There weren't a whole lot of Blockbusters near me, but I did the same thing with Redbox, but I did rent a lot of Xbox 360 games from it though. So I'll try Camaro again. Oof. Yeah, shit. Did you ever play and finish Blur yourself, Cynthia? really? I never got to play the multiplayer of Blur, unfortunately. I don't think I had a... I don't think at the time I had any interest in the multiplayer for Blur. I just wanted to play through the single player. I kind of wish I could try it out now, because playing a lot of games with you guys on Insignia really makes me feel like I missed out on a whole lot, but it was still cool. Looking back now, I wish I wasn't so picky with stuff. I was really mainly about shooters. Unlucky hit with a shot. Yep. Go for that boost. Oh, damn, I screwed myself there. Ah, close but no cigar. If I hadn't bossed that last turn, it's all good. I'll give it one more shot and then I'll move on to something else. There we go. They being aggressive, that's for sure. Really aggressive. Ah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Thought I had that too, and then I got pounded with shuns. I tried destruction.
Simply put, this is all about wrecking cars. Pick up bolt power-ups and use them to wreck as many cars as you can.
Yeah, with those new cars, I can get
You'll
different
have points for
results
hits,
now.
but more for wrecks. There are 3-point targets to aim for. Higher point targets will earn you more lives. You gain extra seconds for every car you wreck. Watch out for defensive moves from other cars. Alright, go get them.
I'm gonna try out that new one. Good deal. Now we're gonna continue. I think I'm gonna call it there on Blur, and we're gonna go to a different game now. Maybe that's something I'll stream later in the future. I'll do gameplay of and actually play through it because it is pretty fun. You guys want to see the Yaris game run? If you have another game you'd like to see, just let me know. Do the Yaris one again, okay. So a little history behind this game. This was actually released around 2009, maybe 2008. I can't remember exactly. But this game, I originally saw it being posted on Bungie.net in the off-topic flood forum section of it at the time, and one user, I do not know their name. It's been so long that I can't remember it. But they were talking about this game and basically described it as this shitty-ass Yaris game. It's free, but it's so bad. And I was really bored one night, so I went and downloaded it just to see if I could play it and see if I could get any achievements out of it. And this turned out to be a pretty wacky and interesting game. Like, one of my friends, Decimator, pretty much described it as a game that doesn't feel real. And I think you said something about it too there, Cindy. I just can't remember exactly. You described it as some sort of post-game or... This was definitely a interesting game back then. It only lasted a year though before it got delisted completely, but I had it backed up and downloaded. I actually found out I still had it on another hard drive a few months ago or so when I streamed that too. And boy did it feel weird to control and play. It plays so weird, and it's just one of those games that's so out there you can't believe it actually existed. I guess the premise of the game was pretty much just driving Toyota Yaris, different variations of the Toyota Yaris cars and other Toyota vehicles. Just drive them around with these little tentacle guns and shoot down all these random enemies that look like someone was really, I don't know the concept of these enemies, but you can tell people got creative with developing this game, that's for sure. You pretty much just like picked up coins on each track to try and unlock more car parts and colors. It's like if this was a prototype mobile game being tested on a Xbox 360 during that time. It's my view of it anyway. It just feels like that kind of game. Oh yeah, and the gold coins, you could try and pick them up after you shot down an enemy. I also thought about making a separate video entirely on this Yaris game, but at the same time, just it's more fun streaming it, I guess, and getting people's live reactions on it. I have to wonder if a lot of people had any idea about this game in the past. Especially on fat green sumo dudes. I still can't believe some of these enemies. They're definitely creative though. Did you ever play this one, Cynthia? Flamin' toaster with skates, is that what that is? Yeah, on my RGH 360 that you sent me 2 months ago, what's your worst game you ever play? That is a tough one there, Cynthia. Because I have played some games that really just made me quit playing because I couldn't put up with them. Let me see if I can think of one real quick. There is this one game I do remember that I just stopped playing it after like an hour or so because I couldn't put up with it. It was like some sort of I know there were a couple of really crappy movie license games I gave a shot just to try it. Those were like What's the worst game you ever played, Cynthia? I remember what the title was. When you type your response, I'll tell you. Yeah. Maybe I just blocked it out of my mind because I just didn't want anything to do with it. I do remember I played a couple of the Lost Planet games, but I stopped playing them after an hour because they just weren't for me. But it wasn't one of the worst games, but I did not like those games. I just couldn't get into them. I tried to get into them, and yeah, that's not exactly what you asked, but that's the closest answer I have right now for you. I played a lot of games on the 360 back then, and like I said, I think there was one Redbox rental I did play. Oh, you were asking like in general, not just on the 360? Hey, audio. The worst one I remember was the E.T. the Extraterrestrial for the Atari 2600. It became the infamous video game crash of 83. And my personal worst game is Jaleco's Pulse Racer for the OG Xbox. I have never heard of that one, Cynthia. Maybe that's for good reason. I don't know. You're gonna have to really let me think on that one, man. I do know one of the worst ones I ever played was Flushed Away on the Nintendo DS. That game, I could not figure it out half the time, and then it was bad to the point where I think I gave it to my best friend's younger brother at the time. I just wanted to get that game out of my collection. I did not care for it. There was also a Napoleon Dynamite game on the DS that I just gave that away. I tried to get into it. It was kind of a cringy game. It was like one of those games that you find in a bargain bin at a local retailer, like back in the day. 'Cause I know, like, when I went to a Rite Aid in California last year, they had a bunch of old Nintendo DS and Wii games, including a Sesame Street Cookie Monster game. But anyway, that's basically what it was like. It was like one of those games that they just would stick like the lowest price tag on it to get rid of it, because it was like one of those games. Yes, that one. I could not get through it. I didn't like how clunky it played. I didn't like the way it was told, the story-wise, and then it was. I did not have a good experience with that game. I tried several times to get through it and complete it before I just ended up giving it to my best friend's little brother. But this was like long ago, 2000, in the late 2000s. I can't give you an exact time frame because it was so long ago. I did play a lot of crappy GBA and DS games though, but a lot of those were movie licensed. But to be fair, there were also some good movie licensed games. I did like Spider-Man 1 and 2 on the Game Boy Advance. I thought for what they had to work with and what they did with that game, it was pretty cool. Or the Nickelodeon reality shows based games like iCarly, Drake and Josh for the DS and Wii. Yeah, some of those games were just, yeah. I know there was a Kmart where I used to live that had like an entire shelf of just the DS game Balls of Fury and Guy Fieri's Cook-Off or something like that. I could never go to those stores and never see them being sold. Like, I was like tempted just to get one for the hell of it, but I never brought myself to do it. I just didn't see a point in doing it. I didn't even want them. Yeah, a lot of the reality show games I did not care for. There were some games that did grow on me, but those just never did. I could, like, even if I tried to go back to them today, I don't think I would even bother with it. That Flushed Away game, though, that was one I have no genuine desire to ever revisit. That game, to me, was just crap. I usually try to give some games a fair shake, but especially if like they're a gift or whatever, but I couldn't get into it. That's really all I was doing. The way it played, I couldn't deal with it. It just wasn't for me. Were there other worse games for you on other platforms, Cynthia? On the GBA, DS, any games in the past? Did you ever have a game you just stopped playing completely because you couldn't deal with it anymore? Well, I wrecked myself there. That's all good. I'll give it another shot. You're watching, Audio? Hey, Audio, while you're still here, what was your worst ever game? And what game made you just go screw this completely? Yeah, it's about the same boat I was in. On the GBA was the version of Pac-Man World 1 and 2 for getting rid of the cutscenes on Pac-Man World 1 through PS1. Oh wow. So it was one of those games they cut a lot more out and then it kind of ruined the experience of the game. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to one more game and then we'll probably call it there on the stream. PlayStation Store lived longer than Xbox Live Marketplace. That really sucks. I remember back then they were gonna shut down some of those marketplaces, and then fans like really let them know that they didn't like that, and then they reversed that decision real quick. Oh, you want the last one to be Pac-Man since you're talking about it, Cynthia? Well, Miss Pac-Man, rather? Try Splinter Cell Conviction? Okay. That will be the finale game. Well, I clearly just went by it. Oh, right there in front of me. Order denial ops. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm still getting used to that new mic. I keep forgetting it's that sensitive. Let's do a new game. I'm gonna do it on Rookie because I don't play that many Splinter Cell games. I've been trying to get into them. Yeah.
Just do what you have to do.
I always do, Sam. I always do.
Yeah, I picked up some typing speed over time using PCs.
The Sam Fisher you knew is dead. America killed him, asked him to make one sacrifice too many, cross one line too far. A drunk driver killed him, some anonymous asshole who ran down his daughter and vanished. She was the one thing in his life that humanized him. And his agency killed him. Set him up, turned him loose, and told him to pull the trigger on his best friend in a dirty New York City basement. Irving Lambert died by Sam.
And that is the last Splinter Cell game I ever play.
And so did Sam.
Was it a good time or was it a bad time,
So he
Cynthia?
left Third Echelon, left the life he knew, left America and Mom and apple pie, left it all behind. He hopped off the grid and went walkabout, looking for a reason to go on living. Eventually he found it. He caught a whisper in the wind that maybe his daughter's death hadn't been an accident. He heard a name. And he found somewhere to go looking. A city called Valletta. It's in Malta.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Phone call for you. Please accept this. Compliments of your call.
Sam,
That was a good time. Oh, that's cool.
give me a little credit, Sam. Don't tell me you don't recognize my voice even after all this time.
Grim, what do you want?
To save your life.
And
We
this
can go from there.
one, it's
The
the
team
only
of armed men
release
just entered the
on the
marketplace.
Xbox 360 and
They're
PC.
closing in on your position. Unless you do exactly what I say, this will be a very short conversation.
I'm not doing a damn thing until you tell me how you found me.
We're Third Echelon. We've got an eye on everyone. Look up. You'll see it.
I see it.
Then I can take it back up to safe altitude, and you can get moving.
I don't think I ever
Still
played a
haven't told me how
PC
you found
version of Splinter Cell, Cynthia. I know that the one that came to Insignia a bit ago also was on PC. It was like an HD remaster or something like that.
It's like the old days, huh, Grim?
Just like the old days, Sam. Are you carrying?
Yeah, but I'd rather not risk a firefight when there's civilians around.
That's very noble of you. But right now, what matters to me is getting you out of there in one piece. So get to that group of booths right now, or I can't help you, Sam.
Get the fuck out of here! He has a gun! I said get the fuck out!
Good. Now let's get you a little closer to those targets in the light of this.
Oh, so it's like Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Make it there, and
I'm there.
hang on. We're tapping into the city's power grid. That'll let me overload the transformer.
That's a pretty cool tutorial so far.
Yeah. Get some goddamn back.
Hey there, kiddo. What's wrong?
I don't like the dark. It's scary. Turn on the light for me, please.
Come on, sweetie. There's nothing to be afraid of in the dark. Sometimes darkness is a good thing. Like when you want to go to sleep.
I could go to sleep with the light on.
When it's light, you can't see into a place that's dark. But when it's dark, you can see what's around you much better.
Really?
Really. So if there's monsters or bad people around, you can see them. And if you're in the dark, they can't see you.
I can't see you either. Can you please turn the light back on?
Okay. Then how about this? There's one really cool thing I didn't show you yet.
There is? Show me.
Okay, here it is. When you're in the dark and your eyes get used to it, you can see all sorts of things around you really well. And then you can do stuff with them.
Like what?
Take a look at your mobile. You can see it really well, right? If there were monsters standing underneath it, because I can see it, maybe I could make it fall on them and they'd go away.
And it would fall on your head and they wouldn't be bad at you?
That's my girl.
Teddy, what was that?
Daddy needs you to stay in bed now. Okay? He's gonna shut the door and be back real soon, all right?
Okay, Daddy, I love you.
Stay in bed.
There you go, Sam. Nice and dark, just the way you like it.
Is that all you got? Oh, shit! Shoot! Oh. Come on, show yourself, fuckface! Is
Oh, you're
that
good,
you,
that's
sir?
better.
You're running away?
What do you got, man? You got anything good? This place is shit. Yeah, you picked it, asshole. You said we'd get a couple of dowies.
Hey, there was metals and shit we could fence in here. The lady that lives here is hot. Maybe we can wait for her to come home.
Take it out and trade.
Now you're talking.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's like Red Dead Redemption with the Deadeye thing. The ability you get with John.
Dad?
That's pretty cool.
What did you do to them, Dad?
Sarah, baby, don't look.
What are you doing, Daddy?
What are you doing? Sam, talk to me. Sam? Sam, are you there? Come on, don't check out on me.
Grim.
There you are. They brought in some reinforcements, and the man calling the shots is with them. Get a hold of him. I'll ID him, and you can figure out what questions to ask.
Hello, who's paying the bill? Tobin. Oh man, why we gotta keep working for this guy? His money's good.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. I'm liking this tutorial so far, it's really cool and it's...
I've got an ID on the leader, Sam. His name is Dimitri
Yeah, I'm
Gramkos,
liking
a
it
local
so far.
street-level boss. He hires himself and his gang out on a regular basis.
Who's he working for now?
Why don't you ask him?
I think I will.
You see anything? No. Shit. This special guy's smart. Probably right on the back.
Holy shit! Cover me! You gotta kill him! $1,000 for the guy who kills Fisher.
Juice, come on and play.
You gotta kill him!
You, cover me! I gotta reload! There!
Take him
Cover and
down!
shoot!
Fisher doesn't walk out of here alive. You got it? Fisher doesn't walk out of here alive. You got it?
What will that do there? Decimator.
Looking for me, asshole? No more playing around. Who sent you?
Yeah, it really is looking sick, isn't it? Ooh.
Okay, enough. You wanna know who sent me? It's Coben. Andre Coben. Runs trucks, guns. Anything people want, he gets it for them.
Not good enough. Why does Coben want me dead?
If I talk, he'll... He drove the car that hit your daughter. Used to brag about it, you know? Heard you were coming, so he hired me to kill you before you killed him.
You should refund his money. Where do I find him?
In the city, the old museum on King George Street. It's his place now. Guards out front and on the sides. Don't tell him I told you.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell him a damn thing.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was a
Don't
pretty
tell him I
good
told you.
part.
But
I'm liking this so
I knew
far.
all along that's where Sam would be going. Anything dirty in Malta ran through that mansion. Coben's whole operation was based there, and he turned the place into a fortress. Which, to be fair, it pretty much was to start with. And that was before he filled the place with jumpy guys toting automatic weapons. But Sam knew Coben was in there. And that he might know something about what happened to his daughter. So, Sam was going in, no matter what.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool right there.
I guess I didn't see you.
No
I
problem.
like the environment look so far. That looks pretty
Try being
cool.
more careful.
I like the graphics, I like the setting, it looks really cool.
What's up? So what's on the schedule for tomorrow?
Well, there's a cathedral in the morning, and I was thinking there's a couple of palaces to give tours.
I'll be more
It's
careful.
really cool.
Can't say I blame him. Well, Fisher's here! Shoot him!
I did that to myself.
Fuck! He's there now! You'll have to come back, asshole!
Sort of like Assassin's Creed with that movement.
Fuck!
Very Assassin's Creed like.
So what are we supposed to do with these? Drag them to the back courtyard. They just called it in. Granco Semestre. So, what does this mean? It means this Fisher guy is on his way. Big fucking who's gonna come looking? He took out Grancos. Grancos is fucking stupid. I don't know. I hear this Fisher guy is pretty bad. Badass is not.
Waiting to see if this guy in the white long sleeve shirt or jacket moves out so I can execute this dude.
He will bleed out if you shoot him. Fucking army of one man, no matter how good is not getting in here. Oh, look at Mr. Big Shot. You really don't give a shit, do you? How many people do I need? Maybe hold up Coben, maybe steal something, maybe kill someone. You know what? They're all dead. Shit! Oh!
I don't know the answer to that one at the moment there, Ordinary Joe.
Hey!
Yeah, Decimator, you'd be the better person to ask that one.
Turn that off. I'm here, man. So I have to switch it on, is that it?
What the? Shit! Shit!
Inside! Gotta go in there, guys. The boss is here. Fisher's here. The asshole's on the second floor!
Holy shit! Fucking!
You'll die!
Oh, that feels a lot better.
I don't like this. Stay alert, cover the exits.
This is bullshit, man! Pull it out, Lee! Shit! That's what... Let's go! Shit, you're fucking dead, man! Yeah, you better hide! Over there, now!
so I'm dead that time. I probably gotta take it a bit slower than that and not just get so aggressive about it, especially if I know it's not this type of game. That's not what this type of game is, I mean.
That probably hurt.
Oh, shit! You're painted with your fucking blood! Like a kid.
Getting a little cocky there.
Yeah, I kind of was getting cocky, wasn't I?
Take the left. You two, we're on the right. Be careful, watch your backs. Nobody's getting out of here, but we've got to find him first. Push him out and take him down. I'll find you and I'll kill you, Fisher. You'll be our new piece of art. Hey, buddy.
You keep coming. I'll be waiting. I'll take care of you the same way I take care of them.
Holy shit!
Alright, you know, as well as I hope.
Over there, guys! Come on, Fisher! This one's for Grancos! On you!
Yeah, you're not the only one, Audio. Some of these games I haven't either. This is pretty cool so far. Me neither. Ordinary Joe, I think Decimator and Cynthia and Audio answered your questions there. Thanks you guys for helping him out there. Because I did not have the answer. I used to be really into the Assassin's Creed games.
Watch that first step.
Rainbow Six Vegas 2 you're talking about there, audio?
I'll tell you what the plan is. That son of a bitch is gonna come through that door and we're gonna... Fucking kill him! Fuck, man! You might get out this business! You'll die in this... Let's do this thing. There now!
I played that with a friend of mine a long time ago. I really liked it. Terrorist Hunt was a lot of fun too.
This is my house! My house! Why don't you fuck goddamn time? Not get me!
What was your favorite Assassin's Creed game?
Die, you bastard! Die! You're not bulletproof, are you? I'm gonna blow your brains out! Hold still and die!
Oh, what the hell happened there? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Alright, I'm back. That was a little clever there, Decimator Omega.
I'll tell you what the plan is. That son of a bitch is gonna come through that... Kill him! Fucking fly! I see you!
Audio, you knew what you were doing with that one. Oh, damn. I gotta play that one a little better. Thanks, guys.
I'll tell you what the plan is. That son of a bitch is gonna come through that door and we're gonna blast him when he does. Boss, what if he comes through the window? Then you shoot him! What kind of fucking stupid question is that? You get this straight. Nobody is going anywhere until Fisher is dead. Until he shows up, all you gotta do is shut up and get ready to shoot. Are we clear? Yeah, boss. I just shut up! Easy there, boss. You do you think it easy. I'm ready. Are you idiots ready? I'm ready. I'm ready right now. I'm not hearing anything. Are you hearing anything? Shit! You...
Ah, yeah. I'm not really frustrated or agitated. I'm just trying to figure this fight out.
What's the final?
I get what you're saying though. Yeah, they definitely are. A little bit. Oh, jeez. Accuracy on that thing ain't great for me. Unless I'm just doing it wrong.
What's the plan? I'll tell you what the plan is. That son of a bitch is gonna come through that door and we're gonna fucking kill him! Stand at the mark! Gotta go in! Gotta go in! The bastard! We gotta reload! Hear me? Yeah, you got my back, Fisher! I'm going in! You coward! Let's get out here, guys. Shit! What shit? Go, go, go! Jeez! That shit doesn't work, asshole! Now come on out! You're not bulletproof, are you? I'm gonna blow your brains out! Hold still and die!
Andrew Coben, were you saying something about my daughter?
Oh, God, no. Yeah, I was just messing with you, man. I didn't mean it. I swear I didn't mean it.
Then make it up to me. Tell me why you killed her.
I can't tell you. All you can do is kill me. It was just a job. They just gave me a picture and told me to provide a body. That's all it was, a dump job.
They isn't good enough. Who were you working for?
I can't tell you. I'm still working for them. They'll gut me if I tell you.
They're not the ones you should be worried about right now.
You don't get it, Fisher! They're bigger than you. They're bigger than me. Don't you see? They told me you were coming! Drop it, Fisher! Drop it down! Maybe you won't be hurt! Fisher!
Sam, you need to go with them.
The hell I do.
Please. You have to trust me on this one.
If you're talking to the Ice Queen, Fisher, I'd advise you to listen. She knows all sorts of things you'd be interested in. What took you so fucking long?
Hands in the air!
It, Fisher. Nice and easy.
Man, this is Ghost Hawk 1. We've secured Panther and are ready to return to base.
All right, Grim. You get this one. But if it's a setup...
Son.
Elevator.
I'll be happy when you drop off Sleepy Beauty.
So will Reed. I saw his people out by his chopper ready to go. He's probably impatient.
Look, Colonel Prentice, I got us here as fast as I could.
Yes, you did, Oscar. Tom Reed's just not a patient man.
Colonel, I don't mean to be pushy on this one, but I do need to talk to you about my pay.
I was told Coburn was handling that.
Well, yes, sir, but since there were these changes, you see, extra passengers with extra gear and a longer flight time.
Tell you what, Oscar. Take it up with Colonel Reed. He'll take care of you.
It was clear someone wanted to talk to Sam. That's why they went to all the trouble of setting him up with Cobans. That's why they tranked him and flew him back home. They needed him docile when they offloaded him at their private airstrip up in the Blue Ridge, because if they hadn't, he would have taken that place apart with his bare hands.
Alright, that's going to do it for that game for now, and I think that's where we're going to conclude the stream now. So those were some pretty cool games. And thanks Cynthia for that last suggestion. That game was pretty cool so far. I'm having a fun time with it. I just need to call it here for the stream. It's getting late, and I think I did what I wanted to do with this stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good night. I hope you all liked it, and I hope you enjoyed the time here. Thanks for watching.